Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This tutorial is meant to be for Glen, otherwise known as the child of Chucky and Tiffany from the Child's Play movies. It's just like a really sad looking doll that actually turns out to be quite evil, which I guess it really would be, wouldn't it? I mean, considering who his parents are. So, as always, as this was a request, I'll flash on the screen now the first few people that requested it. Obviously, I can't shout out the names out to everyone because the video would be hours long, but here are the first few people. And the very first person that requested it was 228 Rena or Renee 86. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure I am. I'll pop your name there. So thank you. You're the first person, but thanks everyone that requested it. So yeah, if you'd like to learn how to recreate this look, stay tuned. So as always, I'm going to start off by blocking out both my eyebrows. So I'll pop a link here to the tutorial that I did to teach you guys how to do this, just to make this video a little bit shorter. So I'm going to block them out and get back to you. Then, as always, I'm going to take some liquid latex and a sponge, and I'm just going to go over my eyebrows and my forehead, build it up for about 3 to 4 layers, and I'm going to work out building it up with some tissue, because I'm going to go for a very sad expression this time. So then I can take some regular tissue that I've pulled into, so I've got the thinner halves, and working with really little strips, no bigger than that really, I can start building up my brow. Now I'm not going to do the usual angry brow that I do, which is the V shape. I'm going to apply it over my brows, maybe halfway up my forehead, but it's going to be here, it's going to be the biggest area, so it's a very sad expression that Glen has. I mean, there's a few scenes in the film where he's angry looking, but most of the time, even when he looks happy, he looks quite sad. So yeah, so I'm going to build up to about 7 coats of tissue here. So I do that by applying latex in the area that I want, take the tissue, just press it down. So at that point I should have a nice, thick, heavy brow that's got that sad expression built in. So there we are, so just as it's drying, so not tacky, but you can feel it's a little bit wet. If you just push either side here, just push up slightly, and then push these down ever so slightly so they hang over a little bit, so as they're drying, it just accentuates that sad expression a little bit more. Yeah, it obviously looked more sad when we painted it, but we've got a good frame to work with. So for Glen's foundation, he's got very light pea green skin tone. So to get that colour, I mixed 2 parts Snazaroo Clown White with 2 parts Peach Snazaroo Watercolour, and added one part, like one tiny amount of Lime Green by Snazaroo, their watercolour. So it makes this really nice, thick, creamy pea green colour, which, as it's got that cream base to it, it should cover hopefully the latex quite well. But yeah, so I'm going to apply that all over my face, neck and ears, and then blend it out. Then I'm going to take this dark blue eyeshadow by M.A.C. This is their Deep Truth, I believe, and I'm just going to use that to go underneath my eye and on my eyelid, and just smoke it up here and lower here, just to emphasise this new brow bone that we've got. I'm just going to extend that colour down for the eye bags. For the contouring, I'm going to use an electric blue watercolour by Snazaroo, just because it's closest to the Deep Truth eyeshadow that I've used. So I'm just going to draw the contour lines on, so the really strong cheekbones that he has going down here, the strong nasal labial folds, and the really strong defining brow that he has. So I'll just draw that on, and I'll blend it afterward just so you can see where I've gone. So there we are. So down the sides of the nose, around the brows, and yeah, cheekbones and nasal labial folds. So I'm going to take a new brush that's slightly damp, and I'm going to start manipulating this colour. So I'll work upwards first, I think. So all of this colour gets blended inwards, then outwards. And then doing the same thing again, I can blend the cheekbones downwards. And then I can blend the nasal labial folds out. Then I'm going to take a brown cream by Grimas. This is their 1001, and I'm going to use my end of a really small brush just to dip it lightly into the colour, and then I'm going to draw on the freckles that he has. Now he hasn't got that many, but they're all just around the tip of his middle of his nose, here the bridge, and just going underneath his eyes, and they stop here just where the cheekbone starts. He probably has about maybe 7 on each side, not many, but it's just a little cartoony touch that makes his character that much more cute, I think. Now his lips are this like kind of a dark purpley bruised colour, so I'm going to use a Cryolan Bruise Wheel, and I'm going to use the purple from that palette. I'm not going to apply it as a lipstick, I'm just going to smudge it on, and I'm going to apply it to make the edges like curve up a little bit like Tiffany's, his mother's, and I'm also going to have a really sharp little Cupid's bow. Then I'm just going to take some of that green that I use for the foundation and just blend the edges out a little bit just so it's not as neat. Then I'm going to take a Maybelline Eyestudio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner in black, and I'm just going to line the waterline of both my eyes. So then I'm going to apply some false eyelashes. So Glen is neither male nor female, I think is the whole point. So he's got these very feminine looking lashes, which contradicts the rest of him. But yeah, so I'm going to use some rounded feathered lashes by Eldora. These are their B179s. So they're completely round, so hopefully they'll make the eyes a bit more doll-like. So I'm going to apply them, pop on some Maybelline Illegal Length Mascara on both the top and bottom sets of lashes after that. And sorry, I kind of just skipped ahead there. It does help to apply some of the Maybelline eyeliner gel also on the tide line, the top waterline of your lashes. It does just make them look a little bit bigger, and yeah, it kind of makes them look like they're popping out. So then it's a case of me popping on my wig, my contacts and my costume, and I'm done. And there we go. So I finished the look off by popping on my costume, which is just a regular black top with a purple top over the top of it. I think he also has black long sleeves, but I couldn't find my one, unfortunately, so I hope this is okay. The wig actually took me forever to find. I actually ended up getting it off of Amazon. It's just this short, choppy, messy ginger wig. The eyes are like a deep, deep blue that I got off camoeyes.com. I'll put the link in the description bar below, because I know that in the film he's got these really beautiful, round, dark blue doll eyes, doesn't he? Kind of in complete contrast to his father Chucky's bright blue eyes. And you might have noticed my teeth. I actually took some Corollan black tooth enamel and just went around the edges of my teeth just to make them look a little bit more spiky like his are in the film. Obviously, if you were going to go out wearing this in public, you would have to paint your hands and the rest of your neck area, any parts of your skin that are on show, but for the purpose of this video I'm not going to paint my hands as usual because I would get makeup everywhere, so, but yeah, you'd have to paint any kind of skin that's on show or else it'll just ruin the illusion. So yeah, that's my look complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like it, please make sure to know the usual, rate, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye. Just a quick one, guys. I thought I'd add in a little bit of a bonus material to this video. If you'd like to learn how to recreate Glen's fabulously tragic looking alter ego, Glenda, stay tuned. We just simply use this as a base. So I'm going to take a black Snazaroo watercolour and I'm going to work on the underside of the eye. So he's got this incredibly over-exaggerated wing on both the top and bottom. So I'm going to go just underneath the eye and then bring it right upwards towards the fake cheekbone that we've drawn on. So there we are. So then I'm going to go along the top of my lash line and then wing out, leaving not even a centimetre, maybe half a centimetre in between this line here and the second wing that I'm going to do. Then I'm just going to take a white watercolour by Snazaroo and I'm just going to draw it in between those two lines and just taper it off to the edge. Then I'm going to take the electric blue watercolour by Snazaroo and I'm going to take it all the way up to the brow bone here. It's going to be quite rounded and it's going to come out following the shape that we've done here with the wing. It's going to look very pantomime-y. And I'm just going to take the white again and just go around the top area, so really cartoony brow bone. Then I'm going to draw on the eyebrows. So, as I said, really cartoony, matching his mother Tiffany's. So I'm going to take the black watercolour and a very sharp angle brush and I'm just going to work on the shape. So it's very straight across and then arch downwards. And it tapers off into a point. So there we are, super cartoony, really long eyebrows. Then I'm going to take a blush palette by Sleek. This is the number 3 and I'm going to use the Pink Teeny from that palette, the pinky red, and I'm going to use it really heavily along the apples of my cheeks, or I say the apples, I mean the new ones I've drawn here, and then go all the way along. I'm not even going to blend it very well, I'm just going to do it incredibly harshly because this makeup is something that his mother has done to him in the toilets in like 5 minutes and then suddenly just appeared, so yeah, she's tarted him up basically. For the lips, I'm going to use a Revlon 477 Dark Cherry, which is a deep dark red. It's gorgeous. And I'm going to use a Lip Tar by O.C.C over that in an NSFW, just to make them really shiny and pop. I'm going to do exactly the same shape that I've done here, except I'm going to make it of a more of a defined edge, so I'm not going to blend it out like I did before. So yeah, then it's just a case of popping on my 2 wigs and a costume and I'm done. And there we go, so that's my Glenda look. So as you can see, it's not meant to be taken seriously. He obviously had been thrown into this makeup by his mum, so his wig isn't on properly. You can still see his hair underneath it. The makeup's just slapped on to make him look as pretty as he possibly can look, and the dress that doesn't quite fit him over his black outfit underneath. Yeah, it's all for a laugh. This one isn't meant to be taken, well, neither of these tutorials are meant to be taken seriously, but you get the idea. So yeah, if you really wanted to, that's how you recreate Glenda. So until next time, bye.